Welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. I'm bringing you another 24/7 report tonight, bringing you up to speed with all the latest Everton transfer news. And today's top story sees us chase a veteran who has many previous connections to Carlo Ancelotti. According to reports in France, Everton are interested in signing Brazilian defender Thiago Silva ahead of next season. If this was to happen, Silva would be 37 by the time he joined Everton. And for me, that begs the question, would this be worth it? Yes, he's had a successful career and has a good relationship, like I say, with Ancelotti. But I agree with leadership and experience coming in. But at 37, he's already playing in a lower quality league at the moment. I have severe reservations about whether this would be a productive move for us, particularly given the possible financial constraints that we'll have this summer. I don't think it's the best place to be throwing our money. That might be a bit more limited this summer. I don't think an aging player, particularly aging to that extent in the late 30s, I don't think that's a good move. And I'd like to find an alternative to that. An alternative at the back for next season could well be the return of a former fan favourite. Apparently, Chelsea will listen to offers for Kurt Zouma this summer. According to the Daily Star, Zouma has fallen out of favour at Chelsea and might be set to leave this summer. That's despite Chelsea fighting tooth and nail to make sure we didn't get him last summer. So, it's the fickle nature of football right there. They also suggest, though, that interest has waned in Zouma from Everton since Carlo Ancelotti took over as manager. Zouma was obviously a very popular figure while he was here, but do we need to move on from that now? No doubt Carlo knows who he wants, and we'll have to just wait and see who comes in. But a centre-back will definitely be high up on the shopping list for this summer, you'd imagine. Whether it'll be Zouma or not remains to be seen. Now, another star of last season who could be set to return for next season is Idrissa Gana Gueye. Le Sport in France claim that 2 Premier League teams are interested in bringing him in from PSG just a year after he left Everton. The Daily Express then later claimed that Wolves were one of those teams, but the other remains unnamed. Given the current circumstance with Gbamin being injured again, it would be very believable that we could go back in for him, even if it is a very short-term fix. He is 30 now, of course, but even still, I'd go as far as to say he's still a far better option than anyone else in central midfield in our squad right now. If the price was right, I would not argue with bringing Gana back at all. Finally today, 2 players from, who'd have guessed it, Serie A. Been linked with Serie A players ever since Carlo took over, and this show's not going to be any different. One of those is also a centre mid, and he's also been heavily linked to Everton recently. Firstly, Tutto Sport suggests that Juventus are ready to sell Adrien Rabiot this summer. Of course, he's had a lot of transfer rumours over the last few months. He sacked his own mother as his agent after he didn't get a move that he was after in January, and now he's expected to finally get that move this summer. Whether Everton is the right place for him, given his very debatable attitude, is very, very much up for discussion. I don't know whether he'd be a good fit, particularly given the current issues we have in central midfield, and we want a few more workhorses, if anything, in there. I'm not sure whether Rabiot is the answer. And finally, today, the other player from Italy who has been linked is Fiorentina's Polish goalkeeper, Bartłomiej Drogowski. And Tutto Mercato suggests that we could go in for him if Jordan Pickford apparently moves to Chelsea, which has been touted here and there, but I don't think there's much in that either. Alternatively, the article suggests that Chelsea could cut out the middleman and go for Drogowski directly. There's been plenty of debate over whether Pickford needs to be replaced at Everton or not, but again, maybe it's just a bad season from him and we might be jumping the gun a little bit there. So we'll have to wait and see how he gets on, maybe when the season resumes, to really make our minds up on Pickford, and maybe even a season after that to really make a final decision on Pickford's career at Everton. Nonetheless, let us know what you think on that front, and let us know your opinions on everything we've covered in this show. Drop us a comment below and give the video a like as well. Be sure to subscribe to and keep tuning into the Toffee Blues YouTube channel while you're staying at home. Just before I finish, actually, I forgot to mention as well, I was watching the Bundesliga earlier, and congratulations to Jonjoe Kenny, who scored a brilliant goal for Schalke as well. He scored a pretty good low drive, very impressive shot from about 25 yards out. It was a really good goal, and it got Schalke their first point in about 5 or 6 games because they've been playing dreadfully lately. But they got a 1-1 draw against Union Berlin, courtesy of Kenny's pile driver. So definitely get on YouTube and try and find footage of that Kenny goal. And you never know, we might get to see him doing a bit of that for us next season. So let's wait and see what happens there. But that's all from me. And until next time, thank you for watching on the Toffee Blues.